doubt about it, but their energy when they break up the field in comparison to Moy at the minute is they're light years apart.
They're turning them over too easy, John.
Too easy, yeah. Moy's giving up the ball too easy altogether, but you have to give credit to the Pomeroy defence. They're very, very dogged in their tackling. They seem very, very well set up, but when they break at pace, and they look for gaps and holes that Moy are leaving up there.
Yeah, and these turnovers eventually will suck the life out of Moy. They need a score and they need it soon, but it's the man from Pomeroy, the Player of the Year in 2021, Kieran McGeary, who has it left-footed. Will it curl? I don't think it will. It's gone to the left and gone wide. So the one thing that will disappoint Declan McCallan and the rest of his background team is the fact that the Pomeroy have registered 3 wides and 3 what you would call reasonable or good scoring chances.
Maybe perhaps Kieran McGeary's last wide in the far corner was probably a hard kick into the breeze, but
yeah,
all right, that's right.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd be very happy if I was Pomeroy at the minute, but they're playing a running game. They've obviously worked. We're not going to kick the ball into the pocket where Colin Kavanagh sits. We're going to run at them. Yeah. We're going to draw them. Whereas Moy feel they're kicking the ball in longer, and Pomeroy are handling it far, far better.
Yeah, they're so well set up in this game, you have to say. Sean Kavanagh will be scratching his head and wondering what his side will have to do to change things to wrestle this game back into their advantage. And here they come forward. There's an opportunity, but it's dropped short again. McCord does well in the sticky conditions down there, kept his eye on it, dropped short into the keeper, and Pomeroy have the opportunity to come forward again. Back there is Frank Burns, gives it back to his goalkeeper John McCord, spreads the ball. In fact, it's Burns here, or McGeary on that occasion. Pat gives it out there, good ball, threaded out, and up the field it comes, and in space there looking for it is Ronan Duffin. Duffin gathers possession, has jerseys left and right, elects to go forward himself, still in possession, lays it off to McGeary. McGeary didn't handle it first time, but there's always a support player there, and that ball is fed back and kicked in from distance on that occasion by Hugh McNamee, but it's gone to the left and gone wide again, 4th wide of the game. But they're playing with, as I said earlier, confidence, men off the shoulder, support players at the right place at the right time. It's an impressive first 20
I would
minutes.
argue that's one of the first poor decisions Pomeroy have made. Hugh McNamee, the shot was not on, just needed to be a bit more patient. But up to that point, nearly most everything they're doing is nearly flawless, considering the conditions.
Adam Donaghy in possession over on the far side of the field. Gives it inside there to Conor Mackle. Mackle through the hands it goes. The referee gets in the way. He goes to ground as well. He gets up as quick as the players. He's going to call the ball to be thrown up as Ryan Conroy got the shot away, but the referee, I would think, is going to throw the ball up. There was not much that Mark Loughran could do as the players converged on him.
I think Moy are a little bit aggrieved. They thought they were away and there was a shot on, but I think Mark, the referee, his back was to it. He got in the way and he had to call it then, because if you do get in the way, that's what the referee has to do. But the Moy were away, probably a wee bit aggrieved over it. He's going to throw it up here, so Pomeroy probably getting away with that one.
Yeah, well, that's at times to win a championship you need a little bit of luck, and a little bit of luck went the way of Pomeroy on that occasion, but Moy have won the throw in, and I was going to say, I bet you maybe they get a handy enough free now, and that's exactly what has happened.
That trend tends to happen in games.
Now, does Michael Connery hit this one off the ground or out of the hands, John? What would your advice be to him?
Tonight, with the underfoot conditions out of the hands, considering the boot he has, the fact that Michael Connery has missed 2 or 3 kicks already, that will not faze him in the slightest. He's it's really, really confident player. He'll go for this, I've no doubt about it.
Here he goes, left-footed, outside of the boot, drives it to the right-hand side and gone wide. Another wide for Moy, their second. Conroy shakes the head as he runs out, not happy at all, but you know, as you say, if he persists, it will come. We're early days in the game. There's what Pomeroy have dominated, but there's only 4 points between the sides, John.
That's all there is. You know, we're 7 minutes minimum here left in the half. If Moy were to get a point or 2 here at all, Sean Cavan would be happy enough going in. If Pomeroy are to get a point or 2, Sean Cavan's in trouble.
Yeah, full squeeze there by Moy, and they've turned it over on this occasion. There's an opportunity for them. They've men over, the ball threaded inside. What a tackle on that occasion there by the cornerback Mickey McDonald. Super play, so brave. Threw himself at the ball and turned it over again, and here come the men from Pomeroy, and it's that man McDonald who was involved in the play. Good diagonal ball inside, well held on that occasion, coming through now the centre at pace and at power is Jude Campbell. Has he finished? The answer is no. I think it's gone to the left hand side and gone wide again. The wides are chalking up fifth wide, but that again, it was a brilliant attack. Came from that turnover down there from Mickey McDonald, a brilliant free-flowing attack.
Fantastic for Mickey McDonald, got his hand in there. I don't know where he came out of, but I don't know, I'm not sure who was running forward for the Moy that time, but he was crying out for someone to come on his right shoulder. But there is gaps if the Moy change the tack that they're doing. If they run at this team, I think there is gaps there.
The referee says there's a foul there by Brendan Burns on Michael Conroy, and the free will go the way of the Moy men. 5 points to 1. We haven't had a score since the 17th minute. Of course, Moy have been prolific in this championship to date, as the big crowd in here enjoy this championship final. They beat Kildress 3-13 to 8 points on the 29th of September. Then a couple of days later, they defeated Clogher, another high score, 3-15 to Clogher's 12 points, and then eventually in the semi-final scored 2-13 to Clonoe's 13 points. They've racked up 8 goals and 41 points. That's a total of 65, and only conceded 33 points. No goals conceded as Conroy goes for it, but again it goes to the left hand side and goes wide, and Michael Conroy, you know, it's tough on Conroy. He hasn't had an easy one yet. But I suppose there's kicks there that he would expect to get himself.
Yeah, he hasn't had an easy one, but with his calibre, they're not easy to an ordinary Joe Soap footballer, but they're in his artillery, there's no doubt about it. But it's just not happening so far for him tonight.
Do you think about changing the kicker at this stage, or do you persist?
If I've Michael Conroy, I persist.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Brilliant take there by Colin Kavanagh. Super take. That's the sort of inspirational catch and delivery that these Moy men need, as Gribben comes forward, gives it to Conroy, left foot, thought about getting the shot away, takes on the man instead, runs into a wall of Pomeroy jerseys, has to come back out, gives it to Donny. Donny spreads the play over here towards Ronan O'Hanlon. You're watching the Connolly's of Moy Intermediate Football Championship final, coming to you live from O'Neill's Healy Park here in Omagh. It's Pomeroy who lead Moy 5 points to 1. Moy in possession. Ball in the hands there of Conor Mackle. Mackle, a wee push in the back. Yeah, the referee seen it and he's spot on, and this certainly is an easier opportunity now for Michael Conroy. I
see the Pomeroy player bringing the ball out there. I think it was Hugh McNamee, but I think the referee needs to bring that in a couple of yards, because I felt it happened just inside that.
I think Kieran Annette on the sideline will tell Michael Conroy that he has another yard or two to play with if he wishes. Yeah, well, he's taken a step or so, but well, this one off the ground. Thought he would hit it out of the hand, John.
Yeah, that's a sign of someone who's just not sure about what they're at tonight. You know, if you're continually changing, he's searching for it to find that rhythm. You know, so here's hoping he finds it for this one.
This is a crucial kick, I would suggest. He really, really needs this one. He steadies down, focuses, kicks it left-footed, pulled it again, gone to the left and gone wide. And I think at this stage, John, you probably have to be thinking about a change. And there's Sean Kavanagh, and he's pulling his hair out, I would suggest.
He's not even when he's striking the ball there, he's run up to it. It doesn't look as loose as it usually is, as relaxed as it is. He looks tense in it, and
but that's the importance of getting the first one, you know, or the first or the second one. He's dropped one short. He's kicked 4 wides. You know, it's a difficult evening. He's only a young lad. He's only 22 years of age. But
you forget that sometimes.
Yeah, great take again for Colin Kavanagh. He's really driving this Moy team forward, trying to get them back into this game. Ball in the hands of Adam Donny. Back to Conroy. Conroy thought about the shot, lays it off on this occasion there to Ryan Conroy. Conroy has scored 2-1 in the championship to date, but that one's gone to the left and gone wide again. And Moy haven't scored since the first minute. They've hit 5 wides, they've dropped a few short. McCourt has made a great save. They're just, this is sucking the confidence out of them.
Yeah, but I think Conroy was right to lay that ball off. Every time Conroy gets the ball, Pomeroy players are drawn to him. I think it's now time for the other Moy players that are around him to step up, because they're going to find pockets of space, and they need to step up and score a couple of points.
Ryan Coleman,
absolutely
hasn't featured in the game. Come into this final after scoring 219 in 3 games. Needs to get himself involved somehow in the game. Moy battle hard, so do Pomeroy for the loose ball, and it's the men in the black and yellow, back in amber jerseys there with Mickey McDonald who win possession. That's a foul, says our referee Mark Loughran down in front of us, and the ball kicked quickly by Kieran McGeary. Great ball into space. In that space is Brendan Burns. Burns moves forward, lays it off there now to the brother Frank. Frank cuts inside, hasn't had a score to his name as yet. lays it off. Another opportunity now for Ronan Duffin. Duffin spreads the play over the far side of the field, steadying down and getting the shot away. It's gone over the bar. Excellent score on that occasion from the wing half forward. I think it was Jude Campbell, was it, that stole in there and popped that one over the bar. We get another look at it. Yeah, that's Jude Campbell. That thrusty left boot. Excellent score.
Yeah, but second point for Jude Campbell, a very good score. But I look out here just as Pomeroy pulled up there. There was a free kick to get it away really, really quickly.
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 Moy men walking back. Sean Kavanagh's going to be furious at that. When Moy are attacking, Pomeroy get back so quickly and get into their shape and get their structure. Moy are just not doing that.
I think that's 2 minutes of additional time to be added on in this first half. All Pomeroy scores have come from play as the referee judges there's a foul over on the far side of the field. But it's over carrying.
No, I think it was a massive hit here.
Yeah.
I thought it was shoulder to shoulder. We'll see here. Yeah, good hefty shoulder. Jude Campbell.
Ah, brilliant. And the referee then judged that Chris O'Neill held on to the ball too long, so that's another significant turnover. And things are so important right on the brink of half time.
Yeah, I think that was the right call by the referee.
Yeah,
that's what football's all about. It was a good straight shoulder to shoulder.
Another challenge. Opportunity for the men from Pomeroy coming forward. The fireworks are going off over in the distance. We haven't had too many fireworks in this first half so far on the Halloween weekend, of course. But Pomeroy won't be too unhappy about that because they lead 6 points to 1 in this Connolly's of Moy Intermediate Championship final. Looking for another score before half time. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the half. The ball is in the hands there of the centre half forward, is it? No, the ball goes to ground. Referee, it was the wing half forward, Peter Rafferty, that had it, and he's been turned over. So the free will go the way of Moy. Can they get a score before the half? Matthew Laverty, just 20 years of age. Laverty gives it inside there to Ryan Coleman. Coleman coming out a little bit further. Everywhere he goes, he's been followed by Garrett McAleer. Been a bit of off the ball stuff there between McAleer and Coleman. The referee ignores that and allows play to continue and awards the free to Moy. Last opportunity in this opening half. The ball is spread over this side of the field towards the captain. The captain, of course, is Declan Conroy. Conroy shoulders at the left, still going, gives it the brother. The brother is Michael. Michael gets the shot away, but Michael's shot is gone in. Will it go out? It has gone out to the left-hand side and gone wide. Another wide there for Moy. That's their 6th of this opening half, and that should bring the action of this opening half to a close.
Yeah, possibly one more play there. Conroy's I feel like he's forcing stuff that are not on. He just needs to be a little bit more patient. Pomeroy are not doing that. They're waiting until this opening happens, until a pocket of space appears, and Moy are just forcing it all the time. Referee
Mark Loughran calls for the ball at half time here in O'Neill's Healy Park, and it will be the Pomeroy Plunkett's men that will go into the half time buoyant by what really has been, well, on the scoreboard in particular, a dominant first half. And to be fair, they've been the better team. They've played the better football, John. They settled into the game very quickly. They got into their stride. They got their main players going. They got scores from their forwards. You know, the one disappointment they will have, I would suggest, is that they're not further in front.
Yeah, I think there's the white count is 6-5. I think you have it in front of you there, Ger. Pomeroy are playing with just far more energy. That's the disappointing part. If I was Sean Kavanagh, that would be the disappointing part for me. You're in a county final. They're rare enough they come around for a club, but I feel that his team are just not playing with the same energy, or not matching the energy that Pomeroy are. They're slow getting back. When they're getting back, I feel some of them are just ineffective. They're back there. They've made the run back, but they're not actually taking up space. They're not blocking runners. They're not tackling. They've made the run back.
Is it a bit of stage fright, or is it the Pomeroy are just the better side in that opening 30 minutes? I mean,
it's hard to think that Moy would have stage fright. They've done it before. They've won in All-Ireland. There's boys out here with intermediate medals in their back pockets, All-Ireland medals and Ulster medals in their back pocket. They just haven't shown up with the energy. The dangerous thing is that they go and they beat the red-hot favourites in the semi-final and dismantled them down in Galway. I was down there, I watched it, and they dismantled it by long direct ball in, and maybe they thought, this is a template now that we're going to win here tonight. Pomeroy have done their homework. They're not going to allow that happen tonight. The conditions aren't going to allow teams to kick long ball in, so they have to change their tack. Yeah. They have to do that now, or I can see the scoreline extending and Pomeroy running.
But can you change your tack halfway through a game when you've planned to do something all week and then you find it in the first half you're 6-1 down and you need to change your tactic. Can you do that?
I think you can, because I don't think the change is monumental. It's a running game. It's off the shoulder. You work back, you tackle, you fill up space. When you break with the ball, when you turn it over, you run in waves, and you just be patient and running off the shoulder, and you draw frees, and you look for pockets of space. It's a small change, but kicking big long ball in, Pomeroy are going to mop it up all day, the way they're set up, and the conditions are not made for that tonight, I believe, Ger.
Well, that's the voice of John Moylan with us here on Tyrone GAA TV. Half time, as you will see, it's Pomeroy Plunkets that go in leading 6-1 over Moy Chirnanog. Don't go too far away, enjoy a cup of tea and come back to us for second half coverage.
Tyrone, a place of heritage. Historic places, historic moments. A place that has been the home of the Connellys of Moy Tyrone GAA County Club Championship for almost 120 years. A competition where all of the teams in Tyrone battle it out to take home the honour of being the champions of this great county. And we at Connellys of Moy have the privilege of bringing it to you for the next 3 years. Connellys of Moy has been Ulster's leading furniture superstore for over 30 years, so it could be said that we know a thing or two when it comes to home furnishings. Whether it's sofas, dining tables, beds, our new state-of-the-art flooring centre, or even rugs, here at Connellys we have everything you need to make your house feel like that beautiful, warm, elegant home you've always dreamed of. But don't just listen to me. Over the years, we've had the privilege of having over 20,000 of you wonderful people as customers, and your warm feedback has always been encouraging to us and pushes us to keep innovating and bringing the people of Tyrone an even better service where we can. We take the stress away from home interiors, reliable lead times, exceptional customer service, putting all of the industry's leading brands right in front of you in one place and providing our customers with personalised two-man delivery right to your door without you having to lift a finger. However, it's not just furniture we're planning on delivering this year. The honour of being able to be associated with this historic competition is a massive privilege for us as proud Tyrone people, and we want to continue its legacy by delivering a competition this year worth remembering. The people of Tyrone have done so much for us over the years, supported us in difficult times, and it's only fitting that we do the same. As a sign of our gratitude, not only are we happy to back the Tyrone GAA Club Championships for the next 3 years, we're also delighted to announce an opportunity for fans to win big with Connellys of Moy. We're giving away a massive £2,000 voucher to spend exactly how you like in store. Want to get involved? Simply head to www.connellysofmoy.com/sport to submit your entry. The winner will be announced on the 27th of October. There's surely nowhere else you'd rather be when it comes to furniture. Find us on the Armagh Road in the town of Moy. You know the saying by now. Say it with me. Where do you want to be? Enjoy the second half.
Welcome back here to O'Neill's Healy Park in Omagh for this Colours of Moy Intermediate Football Championship final as the Pomeroy side come out onto the pitch for this second half. Moy already out there, and I see number 17, a man who will need no introduction to anybody. That is Sean Kavanagh on the field of play. Now we'll try and identify who he came on from in a moment. John, have you?
I haven't seen it. I'm wondering, is Ewan Deeney on there as well? Is he here beside us, nearest here? 19,
yeah. So yeah, Ewan Deeney, the 31-year-old, and Sean Kavanagh, the 40-year-old. They're going for experience.
Going for experience and know how to win in dirty, wet conditions. I think they beat on Gaeltacht in an All-Ireland series in conditions like this a number of years back, and these two men would have been playing, so they know how to do it. So I suppose it's a last roll of the dice. We'll see how Sean's legs hold up here, and this is a county final at intermediate standard in Tyrone, so this is no weak standard. So we'll see how he gets on. So
it's Sean Kavanagh for Matthew Laverty, and it is Ewan Deeney for Conor Mackall. As the referee, Mark Loughran, throws it in, and we're underway. As Pomeroy have won the ball there with Frank Burns. Burns lays it there to Cunningham, but Cunningham got blocked down, and eventually the ball has been won back there by Pomeroy out over the far side of the field. Good move, Jude Campbell foraging forward close to the sideline now. The ball is still being in the hands of a Pomeroy man, but he's been punished for over carrying. He kicks the ball away, so Mark Loughran will bring the ball forward. Yeah, it's taken quickly there by Jamie Coleman. Well, he kicks it forward to Sean Kavanagh. Kavanagh takes it back into the hands of Sean Kavanagh. Player manager now, of course.
Yeah, very unusual these days. Yeah. You wonder, how you're controlling decisions on the sideline. You obviously have to hand them over to someone else on the sideline when you're on the field, because you won't be able to see all the things. But he's a leader, we all know that. So I think he'll bring the best out of Moy now.
Yeah, the ball in the hands of Ryan Coleman. Been very quiet in this game to date. Coleman, prolific scorer in this championship, has been held really, really well. Declan Conroy been forced back out now to Chris O'Neill, man on the yellow card in the opening half. So to Hugh Pat McGeary. Ball in the hands of Adam Donaghy. Donaghy spreads the play to Ronan O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon, just 18 years of age, is Ronan O'Hanlon. Back inside now to Michael Conroy. Conroy, 47 metres out. Turns onto the left foot. Has Chris O'Neill. Uses O'Neill. Gives it back to Conroy. Conroy, 44 metres out. This time goes to the post. That's a wonderful effort from Michael Conroy. That's more like it from Moy. That's more like it from Michael Conroy. We said it all along. It was in his locker. It was just a matter of time, just a matter of confidence. He showed his quality. Super score.
Absolutely super score. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. I suppose he just had to resettle himself at the half there. But it's the first time he probably came around onto his left and wasn't under any major pressure, and he got a beautiful strike off the ball. A great score.
6 points to 2. 2 minutes played in this second half. First score of the game for Moy since they opened their account and the game's account in the first minute of the first half. So they've went 33 minutes without a score. Sean Kavanagh battles hard for it, but it's been turned over by the Pomeroy Plunkett's men, and coming out there in possession down below us is Frank Burns. Burns, not a good ball by Burns. Tried the diagonal ball but didn't execute it properly, so a turnover from Moy in the hands now of Ryan Coleman. Coleman, 45 metres out. Still Coleman. Oh, brilliant dispossession. Super dispossession there by the really industrious Jude Campbell. He has 2 points to his name, but what a turnover.
Yeah, fantastic. He's absolutely terrific at working back for his team. He did so also in the semi-final. A great tackle altogether. Sean Cabell's been influential a wee bit at the start. He's bringing loads of energy to it. But a very poor ball in there as well a while ago by Frank Burns. Something they did not do at all in the first half.
Pomeroy player goes down off the ball as as Kieran McGeary it was there came forward. Referee awards the free. The Pomeroy player, I seen it out of the corner of my eye just dropping to the ground. Not sure which player it was, but the referee is looking around him, speaking to his umpires and linesmen, but hearing nothing from them by the looks of things. So play will continue with a free for Pomeroy. It'll be Kieran McGeary. Has the ball at his feet.
I'm not sure how serious the injury is here, but it's probably good timing for Pomeroy. Just Moy came out with a lot of energy there. They got a score. They won the kick out immediately. This will just take the wee bit of wind out of their sails to steady the game down for Pomeroy a wee bit.
Peter Rafferty is the man who struggles back to his feet. Warm cup of soup there for some of the supporters at half time as Pomeroy come forward now with the sweeper. That's Ronan McKenna. McKenna gives it inside. Back it comes there into the hands of Kieran McGeary. McGeary from distance on the left foot gets the shot away. McGeary's shot looks good. It is good. It's the second point of this evening, and that's another wonderful score by Kieran McGeary. He has been a leader for his side this evening. What a score.
Absolutely wonderful score. We're being treated to lovely left-legged scores here tonight. Some of the best left legs in the country. Absolutely wonderful score. Here come Pomeroy again.
Yeah, on the move again. Another opportunity. The ball goes to ground. Oh, slipped inside. Excellent opportunity. The ball goes in, but it's gone to the left and gone wide. Pomeroy were looking for a free because of a late challenge, but the referee was happy that wasn't the case. So kick out will be taken quickly by Moy. Ball in the hands down below us there off the corner forward. That's Chris O'Neill. O'Neill lays it off. Going to ground is Steve Donaghy. The referee says a legal tackle there by Ryan Loughran. Donaghy knew what he was doing on that occasion.
He was very clever. I think it was Ryan Loughran. He got a hold of his arm and he won the free. He kind of blindsided Mark Loughran there. So, but that's what it's all about.
Tough tackling, tough conditions here in Omagh this evening. But it is a championship final. That's what you'd expect. Ball in the hands of Michael Conroy. Looks so comfortable on the ball. Glides across the ground. Confident in what he's doing. Still in possession. Been held up there by Brendan Burns. Still Conroy has been turned over by Burns. Excellent turnover. Oh, and that's a heavy challenge and a late challenge and a frustrated challenge there. And it's just heating up a little now at this juncture. And it was Michael Conroy. He will definitely be one that will go into the referee's notebook. Kieran Annetta is out on the field of play there. The linesman, a little bit of pushing. Colin Kavanagh and Jude Campbell getting involved. We'll just have another look at it here as Conroy was turned over. He tugged down and pulled to the ground Jude Campbell, and then Frank Burns, a couple of others came in. Yeah, Frank Burns could well pick up a booking as well for third man in, John.
Yeah, he could well pick up. He didn't need to do that. Brendan Burns had done extremely well to turn over Conroy. I don't know why Frank Burns came in there, because there's no need to do that. They're sitting well. They're 5 points clear. A man going down here now could allow Moy back into the game. We'll see. I think Mark Loughran has to listen to these linesmen here, and maybe he has a couple of big decisions to make. Yeah,
well, he's remaining extremely calm as Mark Loughran at the moment. I think the first thing he's going to do is wait for the player to get back on his feet. That player is Michael Conroy, so he will be one man that I would say he's looking to speak to as the Moy bench reflect on what could be a pivotal moment in this game. So referee has Conroy, and Burns. I think he's got it spot on.
I think so, probably 2 yellows. A little bit of frustration maybe from Conroy as well, that things aren't going as well as he'd like, but 2 yellows is probably the right thing to do in a county final.
No, spot on, I would suggest. And a throw-up ball, and that ball was won by Pomeroy, and Kieran McGeary wanted to take the kick quickly but was held up, so the referee is going to bring the ball forward. Experience is crucial as well, and I was looking at the age range of this Pomeroy side. The youngest player is 19 years of age, and then one at 22, but the rest then are, and I'll bring you back in on this in a moment, are above the age of 24, so good experience in this team as Ryan Coleman comes forward, gives it inside to Steve Donaghy. Donaghy goes to ground, and the referee says that's a foul, and Donaghy will tell you just the importance of winning a free to give his side the opportunity to notch another score early in this second half.
Yeah, Donaghy ran, I think it was directly into, was it Ronan McKenna there? I don't know what Ronan McKenna could have done. He'd nowhere else to go. If he stood aside, he would have let Donaghy go by him. But I suppose clever by Donaghy to win the free, another free here, and all of a sudden you have a 4-point game again.
Well, the free was in the hands, the ball is in the hands, I should say, of Michael Conroy. Got that point a moment ago, which is his first score of the game. This certainly will be his second. Kicks it left-footed and kicks it over the bar. So we're down to 7 points to 3, a 4-point game, is it? Yeah, 7 points to 3. Not a lot in it, despite the dominance of Pomeroy to date.
No, not the scoreline probably doesn't reflect Pomeroy's dominance, and they looked a wee bit better than that. But look, fair play to Moy. They've come out here. They're not going to give up. We're going to give this a rattle. If Pomeroy want to win it, they're going to win it the hard way.
Yeah, and all Pomeroy's scores have come from open play, and they come forward again, looking for another score over on the far side. Ball threaded in. Still the opportunity presents itself for McGeary. McGeary is pulled back there by Colin Kavanagh, but the referee has allowed play to continue. It's a strange decision on that occasion. Mark Loughran has handled this game really well, but that certainly looked a free. There's intensity about this game at this juncture. Both sides really putting their bodies on the line as Sean Kavanagh spreads the play over the far side. Back inside it comes to Adam Donaghy. Donaghy gives it across now to Ryan Coleman. Coleman been shadowed everywhere he goes there by Hugh Pat McGeary. Still Coleman has a runner off his shoulder. That's Declan Conroy. Can Conroy finish? The answer is yes. The captain has came forward, and the captain has kicked a wonderful score there. He's got 2 in the championship to date. That's a really important score, and that's leadership at its best from Declan Conroy.
Mascoy, he's been one of Moy's better players this evening, but down in front of us here you could hear the Pomeroy supporters are very aggrieved that Kieran McGeary didn't get a free going in. I suppose considering the free that young Donaghy just got in front of us here down to our left hand side, how that wasn't a free up the other way. It could have been an 8-3 scoreline, all of a sudden it's a 7-4.
I'd see a change now on the Pomeroy team. We haven't got any notification, but we'll update you as soon as that comes to our attention, as that kick out is won on that occasion. Over on the far side, John McCourt with a good kick, and the free will go the way of Pomeroy. So Pomeroy, winners of this intermediate championship on 4 occasions: 1967, 1991, 2004 and 2016 was their last victory. Of course, they lost 5 finals as well: 1970, 76, 95, 2003 and 2019. You might remember that one.
I remember that one, yeah.
Galway.
I do, yeah. I know they'd won a couple more than us, so we're entitled to win one anyway every now and then. So we've won another one since, thank God.
Yeah.
So it set us off. But this is a very experienced, and as you mentioned there a while ago,
Yeah.
they're a very experienced Pomeroy team.
They're at the right age.
Yeah, they're at the right age for sure.
Probably disadvantaged over the years because of so many county players, and that's maybe why they're up and down between the divisions.
Without a shadow of a doubt. It takes the county players a few games to bed back into the team every year, and often they're just in too bad a position to claw it back. Here we go.
Ball over the top, but well read on that occasion by the Moy defence, and the pale blue jerseys win the ball on this occasion, and coming out with it on that occasion there was Union Dini, I think it was, or it's difficult just to identify who that was, as Ryan Coleman gathers it, gives it back inside to Adam Donaghy. Donaghy, this is much better from Moy. They have the game down now to 7 points to 4. Ball in the hands there of Sean Kavanagh. Back it goes there to Adam Donaghy. Donaghy, crossfield ball into the hands of his brother. His brother is Steve. Steve spreads the play over the far side. Pomeroy have every bar one player behind the ball. That's Peter Rafferty. Little bit of space, however, for Moy to operate in. This is better through the hands. Back to Conroy. Is there a shooting opportunity? Goes to ground. Referee says no free on that. Matter of fact, he says he's overcarried or threw the ball on that occasion. Did you identify another substitute?
I thought with Lorcan Kilpatrick come on there a while ago, maybe he did.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think I saw him on the field there a while ago. I think the referee got that call right. I think Michael Conroy was looking for it, but I do think that Moy have changed the way they're playing the game. Yeah, they're running at it, they're running into the pockets now.
Well, they're playing with more intensity, John.
Far more intensity,
to see that whatever was said at half time, they've certainly upped their game. They're working harder, they're putting their bodies on the line. They're not giving Pomeroy any space. On saying that now, here's an opportunity for Hugh J. Cunningham to come forward with it. Good run off the shoulder, but Cunningham has space to work, and 45 metres out, not the best solo in the world. Goes to ground there, got a wee nudge there from Mark Gribben, but Pomeroy managed to retain possession. Good ball slipped inside. McGeary threads it forward, man off the shoulder, that's Peter Rafferty. Rafferty gives another ball in towards McGeary. McGeary going through, goal chance, fires it over the bar for his 3rd point of the afternoon, but he's everywhere, Kieran McGeary.
He's top class, he's everywhere, he's dictating the game, he's at the end of everything. I thought it was a really clever ball in here from McNamee, just at the very, very first hand pass that. He could have went backwards with the hand pass, but he set the move going forward. But McGeary's on fire there today. He's a handful for anyone who's trying to run after him. Great score.
That's his 3rd point. And every point has come from play for Pomeroy in this game, as that ball is won on that occasion, and Sean Kavanagh spreads the play over this near side of the field. Ball in the hands there of Jamie Coleman. Coleman, 21-year-old joiner, gives it there to Ryan, the brother. The brother takes on his man still, but everywhere he goes he's tackled by 1, 2, 3 players. This is brilliant defensive play by Pomeroy. Ryan Conroy trying to find a little bit of space, but Pomeroy have turned it over. Super stuff here. The intensity of this intermediate final has certainly upped in this second half. It really is an excellent second half here as the ball is threaded forward. They're looking for Hugh McNamee. McNamee, he has 1 point to his name already. Lays it off to McGeary. Is there another finish in McGeary? In it goes, sails over the bar. What a super score there again from Kieran McGeary. If we're voting for man of the match, it's going to be very easy the way this game is going, unless there's a significant turnaround, because Kieran McGeary has been absolutely sublime, and he finishes there with another super score, his 4th point.
Absolutely top drawer. Fantastic ball in there from Frank Burns. Angle ball into Hugh McNamee, taking it, coming out, and Kieran McGeary looping around onto his left over the bar. Top class score. He's putting on an exhibition here at the minute.
15 minutes gone in this second half. Michael Conroy looking for immediate response. Conroy loses possession, and Pomeroy have turned it over again. Super defensive play, working so hard. Turned Moy over on the last 2 occasions, and coming out with the ball is Frank Burns. Burns takes the pace of the game. The ball is spread over here now towards Hugh J. Cunningham. He's popping up in all sorts of places and spaces, and has possession, gives it forward there. Opportunity now for Loughran. Loughran pops it inside. They're looking for Peter Rafferty. Rafferty has 1 point to his name. No, he has 1 point in the championship today. Ball fired in there, but the goalkeeper, Philip Mallon, has dealt with it. Just about dealt with it on that occasion, as all sorts of danger and threat loomed for Moy, but credit to Philip Mallon. Can't take your eyes off this one, John.
No, it's end to end. No, it's real championship stuff.
Sean Kavanagh in possession, plays it over the far side of the field. Ball in the hands there of Ronan O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon gives it forward again to Jamie Coleman. He's a growing influence on this game. He has been pushed in the back, or been tugged on the jersey. Yeah, the referee agrees and gives the free there to Moy. So let's take stock. 46 minutes played in this second half. The scoreboard is 9 points to 4. Nobody, I don't think, leaving the ground, although there's 5 points between the sides. It's a damp, cold evening. I think people believe there's more entertainment and excitement left in this game.
Yeah, I know if you were to look at the scoreline, you'd think, oh, this is a poor game. It's not. There's championship fever, and this could turn. These are the frees that Conroy was missing now in the first half. It's a big ask here. He's
going to drop this one short, and it's easily won in there in the Pomeroy rearguard. Is it that man again, Ronan McKenna? He's been really, really good as the ball is fed there towards Hugh McNamee. McNamee threads it over the far side of the field. A whole ball given away on that occasion, and Moy have turned it over quite easily, and the ball comes over towards Steve Donaghy. Donaghy gives it forward, taking it on his knees and laying it back there. The Moy man coming forward again. Opportunity for a score. They need it at this stage. 9 points to 4. Ball threaded inside. Held on that occasion there by Dermot McKeown. Referee blows the whistle, gives the free, taken quickly, given to Colin Kavanagh. Kavanagh puts down the shoulder, trying to go around his man, lays it back out there to Dermot McKeown. McKeown, good ball inside there, looking for Ewan Deary. The ball threaded in, it's gone into the back of the net. We needed a goal, and Moy needed a goal, and they've got a goal. The ball was threaded in there, and I think it was Declan Conroy, was it, the captain of the side, that somehow stole forward and fisted that one to the back of the net. Game on here in Healy Park. It was dropped in short. Was it Declan? Well, we'll try and pick up who the goal scorer was in a moment. I think it's Declan Conroy. I'll let you keep an eye on it for me, John. We'll see what the story is. Well, that's Conroy there. I think it was it Ryan Conroy?
I think it was Ryan Conroy. Yeah, it was Ryan Conroy.
Not Declan.
A goal out of nothing. He just a very innocuous ball in, put his fist to it, and a night like tonight, anything can happen, and it just went off the back of his fist and into the top corner. Game on now. Moy will take great heart from that. It'll be very interesting to see how Pomeroy respond here.
2-point game. I did say there was nobody leaving the ground where we could have more excitement and more drama. We certainly have it. There's a change on the team. It's the Pomeroy team, and I think the change will be Aidan Coyle's the normal man that's first on, yeah. The man who's transferred from Philadelphia to, is number 13, is it, that's gone off? Yeah, number 13, Hugh McNamee. And he's replaced by number 18, Aidan Coyle, the man who transferred from Philadelphia to Pomeroy. It's normally the other way. Did you see another change, John?
No, I think the goal was number 5 here. I think I think it was Declan Conroy was the goal, was it?
Well, we'll clarify that one later. Declan Conroy, I think we've been told, is right, yeah. And here coming forward is Ronan Duffin. Duffin striding forward, the rain pelting down. Is a man inside Coyle, still Duffin. Is there an immediate goal reply? Oh, what a save! Brilliant save by Philip Mallon. That was goal written all over it. Coyle was on his left hand side. All he had to do was thread it to him, tried to take it on himself. The goalkeeper read what he was going to do. We get another look on that at a moment. This is real end-to-end stuff in this Connolly's of Moy Intermediate Championship final as the rain comes down. Really difficult conditions, but it's down to a 2-point game. 9 points to 1-4, and it's Moy who are in possession. This has been a very spirited second half from the men from Moy. Chris O'Neill in possession now, coming forward, driving rain in his face. Gives it inside, looking for Colin Kavanagh. Kavanagh does well, has been tackled hard there by Peter Rafferty. Goes to ground, referee says play can continue. Ball back in the hands of Chris O'Neill. O'Neill gives it inside. Remember, we will have extra time if this game ends in a draw. Sean Kavanagh powering forward, looking for Adam Donaghy. Donaghy, difficult to get the ball in first control. Gets it, goes to ground. Referee says he touched it on the ground. All these decisions are so crucial, but what about the save down there, John?
Terrific from the keeper. I don't know what Aidan Coyle is going to do to get a pass here. The exact same thing happened to him in the semi-final when Frank Burns didn't leave the ball to him, and it should have been flicked out to the left hand side. Ronan Duffin did extremely well to come through.
Another opportunity, the ball has been turned over, surely not another goal. Goes to ground, is it a penalty? The referee goes in. Is he going to award the penalty kick? We'll wait and see. Yes, indeed he has. It's a penalty for Moy. The ball was turned over. We'll see if we can bring that back a little. The ball was turned over on the far side of the field. Here we go. The ball was threaded in. Through it went there. Well, I think, is it Ryan Coleman that was dragged down? I think it was Ryan Coleman that was pulled down. And unbelievably, we have an opportunity now for Moy to put them in front in this game, and it's the man who was pulled down for the penalty, Ryan Coleman, that will step up to take it. The rain is pouring down. Moy trail by a point, or by 2 points. Here's the opportunity to go in front for the first time since the first minute of the game. Coleman, saved by the keeper. Wonderful save by McCord. Surely it's in the net now. It is in the net now. The ball was played across the square and knocked into the back of the net. The simplest task for Jeremy McKeown. He got a goal against Kildress in the opening day. What drama we have in this final. There you see the drag down. Here we see the penalty. Brilliant save by McCord. The ball spewed out from him. It was flicked across by Coleman and into the back of the net by Jeremy McKeown. What drama, what a game.
This is end-to-end stuff. It could have been a goal at the other end. Now we have a goal at this end. Pomeroy will be bitterly disappointed their reaction from the penalty save. McCourt did so well, but the Pomeroy defenders were slow, very slow to react, and McKeown reacted first, and when it was put across the square he just had to slide it into net. But they will be disappointed they didn't react earlier. It's hard to fathom that Moy are now a point ahead in this game.
Unbelievable, and the game was really up and oh, there's a heavy challenge there. I think Chris O'Neill has gone off for the Moy side. Everything's happening here, John. This first half might have been pedestrian enough and Pomeroy dominated, but this second half has been incredible, and the Moy supporters are shell shocked at what has happened in the last few moments, as there's a booking there for Jamie Coleman. Everything is happening that could happen in this game.
I could go anyway. Like as I say, there should have been a goal for Pomeroy a while ago. They'll be kicking themselves, but Moy have done extremely well to fight back into this game, and it's nothing fancy or pretty, but it's just pure dogged, and they've come back right into it.
From distance, what an effort from Frank Burns! What a score from Frank Burns! Absolute quality. When you need a leader and you need him to step up at the right time, you turn to your captain. Your captain is Frank Burns, and he delivers an absolutely superb point from 40 metres out. Does that level the sides again? 2-4 to 10. What a game.
That levels it up. That's exactly the response you need when you leave in a goal at the other end. You need to come back down and get the next score. I asked what would be the response from Pomeroy. Fantastic score from Frank Burns, considering the weather and considering the rain pouring down. Some of the quality of scores, particularly from Pomeroy, and the vast majority of scores, if not all, are from play. It's been terrific. Everything
from play. I see loads of substitutes coming on. Bear with us. We don't have that information up here in the commentary box, but I see Ryan McAlary on the field of play there wearing number 24, and so too Patrick Laverty wearing number 21 on the field of play for Moy. We'll follow the play, however. The sides are level, 2-4 to 10 points. It was 7 points to 2 early in the second half, but it's all turned round now, and the Moy men have come back with those 2 goals from Dermot McKeown and Ryan Conroy. I think we're given credit for the first goal, but we'll clarify that one later as the ball is in the hands of the Pomeroy men. Ronan McKenna gives it forward. Gives it there to Hugh J. Cunningham. Cunningham gives it to McKenna again. McKenna flicks it inside. Through the hands it goes. Brilliant move so far, but the blue jerseys are starting to swamp around the Pomeroy man, and the ball has been pushed back out now to Frank Burns. It is. Gives it back there to Garrett McAleer. McAleer to McGeary. McGeary steadies down, looks at what his options are, flicks it forward, takes it back again. He's been absolutely superb. The referee says play on. It looked like a foul to me, but the referee said play on. Jude Campbell is in possession. He has 2 points to his name already. He looked to get on the left foot, does well, still going forward, plays it inside. Not the best ball in the world. Ball goes to ground, comes back to the Pomeroy man. Back inside it goes there. Opportunity for Campbell. Campbell from distance gets the shot away, has it curled. It looks good from here. It is good from here. That's a super score from Jude Campbell. That's his 3rd of the evening. The rain is lashing down, but the quality is lashing down in this match as well.
That's a top drawer score. The ball was spilled and slid and people were all over the place, but clever wee passes inside from Pomeroy. They're always looking for that tiny wee pocket of space. McGeary gives it and goes, but Jude Campbell did really well to come on inside and over with his right. A fantastic score altogether.
What a response from Pomeroy. Frank Burns with a point, Jude Campbell with a point. That means Pomeroy have gone back in front again. They've led for the majority of this game. They now lead by a point. We're down to the last 4.5 minutes in this Conleys of Moy Intermediate Football Championship final. What a second half we've had here. Remember tomorrow the senior final between Errigal Kieran and Trilling. If it's half as good as this one, it'll be a real treat. Ball fed inside. Hope the weather's better than today, but that's not really bothering the quality of this second half. Ball fed forward by Sean Kavanagh. Out it goes off the hands of Hugh J. Cunningham, and the free of the line ball will go the way of Moy. They'll have to go into the terrace to get the ball. That's not a problem. The ball has been in the hands of Sean Kavanagh. The crowd, there's the Pomeroy fans. They can't take their eyes of this one. Sean looks to find the brother Colin, but Colin doesn't get it. Retrieves it at the second attempt. Moy trailed by a point. They need one to level. Ball in the hands now of Ronan O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon, just 18 years of age, 45 metres out. Still O'Hanlon, he has space. Will he go for it? No. Elects to turn back inside. Gives it back there to his captain. His captain is Declan Conroy. Gives it to the brothers Michael. Michael has it, 45 metres out. Rain lashing down. Ball now in the hands there of one of the substitutes. That's Ryan McClary. Back inside it goes. Ball given away on the blind on that occasion. Given away on that occasion by Ryan Conroy. He gave it on the blind. Nipping in there to take the ball away was Pomeroy. A crucial turnover at a crucial time.
Yeah, a massive turnover, no doubt about it. It's Pomeroy were very, I suppose, well dogged in their defence there. They just kept going at it. I'm not sure if that is Ronan McKenna on the ground there. Ronan McKenna's had a terrific game. He's been really everywhere. Good. His defence, and even pushing forward as well. He's been really, really good today.
Now Pomeroy lead by 1. There'll be no rush to take the ball forward. The ball is in the hands of surely the man of the match. That's Kieran McGeary. McGeary lays it inside there to Frank Burns. Burns takes on his man. Good, strong, purposeful run from Burns. Does well. Gives it back. we'll look at the watch. It says 57 and a half minutes gone in this second half. Pomeroy lead by 1. They're in control of the ball. The substitute that came on, you were right, was Larkin Kilpatrick. Great player to be able to bring on. Troubled by injuries. Gives it inside to McGeary. McGeary still in possession. Has Kilpatrick there. Kilpatrick goes to ground. Gathers possession. Lays it back one more time to Garrett McAleer. McAleer lays it off to Burns. Burns back to his defensive colleague there on that occasion. Ball goes to ground. Free there on Ronan McKenna. And Pomeroy will be happy with that to run down the clock, but we're going to have 3, 4, 5 minutes of additional time with all the subs and so on and so forth, I would suggest. So there's still all to play for, John.
There's still all to play for. I'm looking down there and there's some fellas that are out on their feet. Conditions like this take it out. They are exhausted. But
we're nearly out on our feet up here. The second half.
Here come Pomeroy again. The blast while Frank Burns and Kieran McGeary they're showing their wily
Burns
experience.
Going for the score. Burns shot goes in. Looks good from Burns. What a score. It takes leaders that I spoke about a few moments ago. You've just referenced that as well. Kieran McGeary steps up. Frank Burns steps up. Once, not once, but twice. Over the bar it goes. And now Pomeroy lead by 2.
Fantastic response from the goal. They were down a point after the penalty there, and they've come back up to get the next 3 scores.
And every point, John, has came from play.
Every point from play in conditions like that, that's extraordinary.
It's incredible, to be fair to them. What a game, what a game.
I wouldn't rule out another point here from the boy and us getting a taste of more of this. I hope we do, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been really, really good. The second half has been super. We see 4 minutes, are we saying? Yeah, 4 minutes. Michael Conroy, what an effort from Conroy! Just goes to the right-hand side and goes wide. First wide of the second half for Moy, I make it. Well, we had plenty of wides in the first half, but only 1 wide apiece in the second half. That shows you the quality of the scores in this second half.
Yeah, just not as wasteful in the first half. Obviously, both management have spoke about that at half time. Just to be careful to shot selection is far better in this half. Good strike there by Conroy. I thought it was going to creep inside. It just travelled on the far side of the right post.
The winners of this game, of course, will play in the Ulster Intermediate Championship. They'll not be thinking about that at this present moment, but they'll be playing St Patrick's of Cullyhanna in a fortnight's time, probably here in Omagh, as Moy come looking to rescue this game. They trail by 2. They're in possession. Conroy calling for it. Ball slipped inside. Good defensive play again, but Conroy nips on it. Oh, nearly got it, but nearly never done it. And therefore Pomeroy are able to turn the ball over, and now there's space for Ryan Loughran to operate in. Loughran gives it forward there. Opportunity now presents itself for Frank Burns. Burns, he scored a ridiculous score for here a moment ago. This is excellent from Burns. The last one was with the right, this one's with the left. Over the bar it sails. 3 points in this second half from Frank Burns. Leadership and quality at its best. 2 at his right, 1 with his left. What a score.
Absolutely outstanding. I think it was Kieran McGeary got the intercept up here, and when he gave it up to Frank Burns, he had a lot of work to do and was patient, turned left, turned right, and inside to his left leg and over the bar. And top class score from involving 2 very, very experienced and top class footballers. 3
scores in the last 7 minutes from Frank Burns. That was at a stage when Pomeroy trailed by a point. Up steps Burns with 3 points, Jude Campbell with 1, and now they lead by 3. What a remarkable second half we've had. The Pomeroy, you have to give them serious credit for how they've responded to that 2-goal concession.
A wonderful response. I think it's a goal now or nothing for Moy, but considering what's happened already in the game, I just wouldn't rule this out. But I don't think with the way they've been scoring so far in the game, we're not going to see 3 points from them. It's a goal or nothing, I believe.
Yeah, well, we have a minute and a half of 4 played. I'm not sure what the hold-up is here. Well, it's a substitution. It looks like maybe it's Ryan Loughran over there. I can only tell that because of the dirt on his jersey.
There's always a no rush to go off the field, as you can imagine.
Fed in. Deirdre's ball up the goal for it. Goalkeeper John McCourt gets his hands on it, clears his line. As you say, Moy need a goal. Sean Kavanagh lobs it in round the danger area. Here they go for it. Last chance saloon for the Moy man, but it's taken there and won by the Pomeroy man. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Ronan McKenna again. We'll see in a moment. He goes to ground. Referee wants to have a word with one of the Moy players. I think it's possibly Jeremy McKeown, but I would say, well, it's Michael Conroy by the looks of things, and Conroy has picked up a 2nd yellow card of the evening, so that ends a very disappointing evening for Michael Conroy. 2 yellows amounts to a red as a change on the team. Gavin Goodfella comes onto the field of play, another experienced campaigner. It's a sad evening, a sad end of the game for a very talented player, Michael Conroy, who has picked up his second yellow card, and it was Ronan McKenna. What a game he's had.
Yeah, he's been absolutely terrific. You're talking about man of the match. Obviously, Kieran McGeary's up there, Frank Burns is up there, and this man, Ronan McKenna, is up there every bit as good as them two men today. He's been absolutely outstanding. You
won't see his name on the scoreboard. The fact that McGeary got 4 and Burns got 3 and Jude Campbell got 3, but the work and the effort and the tackling and the turnovers that this man Ronan McKenna has put in, it's an absolute credit. As a foul there on Colin Kavanagh, and well, the referee had pulled it back, and rightly so. I mean, the whistle had gone a couple of times. The shot went in, and well, it went into the back of the net. But
the referee had called it long before the shot was away. And the Pomeroy defenders had stopped when they heard the whistle going. So
this will be lobbed into the square. 20 seconds left to play.
No doubt.
I'm surprised that Sean Kavanagh is the man who took it. Oh, it's gone to the right and gone wide. I thought maybe Sean might have went into the edge of the square and maybe let somebody else lob it in, but it was they got their messaging wrong.
I think they did. I'm not sure what he was doing there, but I suppose he should have probably just dropped it in there and see what happened. They're probably looking for a penalty or looking for some innocuous score. It's going to be hard to come by now at this stage.
Well, it's all down to what Mark Loughran wants to add on. We've played the 4 minutes of additional time. The kick out will come from John McCourt. The referee has the whistle in his mouth. The referee has blown the final whistle. There you have it. It's the men from Pomeroy Plunkets. There's the scenes of celebration. There's the scenes of jubilation. There's the youngsters onto the field of play. There's the man of the match, I would suggest, Kieran McGeary. What a brilliant final this has been. What a brilliant second half. Moy, to their credit, give it everything. Got back in the game courtesy of them 2 goals from Ryan Conroy and Jeremy McKeown, but at the end of the day it was the quality and the leadership of the likes of Kieran McGeary and Frank Burns that brought Pomeroy back into the game and deservedly win it by 3 points. They won it, of course, in 1967 when they beat Donegal. In 1991 they beat Eton Dork after a replay. In 2004 they beat Eskra. In 2016 they beat Derry Loughlin, and in 2023 they have beaten Moy in the final. They're 5 times champions of the intermediate level here in Tyrone, and on the night you would have to say full credit to Moy for battling so hard and getting back in the game. But over the piece, John, Pomeroy, I think, shaded it.
Deservedly so, yeah. To score 13 points tonight, all from play, that tells an awful lot. Moy probably, they got the goal, the fisted goal, fair play to them for doing it and battling in. They got the penalty to keep them in the game, and they did come out and they made a game of it, because it could have slipped away and could have been a damp squibble for the rest of it, and they made it absolutely really exciting right through the second half. But like, Pomeroy were all over the field. There was men that played well for them. We've mentioned McGeary and Burns, they were fantastic. Ronan McKenna was very good. I thought Hugh J. Cunningham was really good in the second half. He got on ball after ball after ball. Brendan Burns had a number of turnovers. Ryan Loughran had a particularly good first half, and Hugh McNamee in periods throughout the game as well. So if you're looking at the Pomeroy team, you're picking people from all over, whereas I felt Moy were continually waiting for Michael Conroy or Ryan Coleman to kick into action, and it never got going for them. And maybe that's why we're seeing the result here tonight. Pomeroy just seemed more balanced.
And I suppose maybe that was the point we made in our first conversation tonight, was the sum of the parts of this Pomeroy team.
Yeah, I would think so. And I didn't even mention Hugh Pat McGeary, who had a very steady game back in the full back line, ably assisted by...
Picked up Brian Coleman,
kept him quiet. And you don't see them things, but Coleman couldn't get away from him. And
one point from a free is all Ryan Coleman got.
I think the first minute of the game, was it?
Yeah, and he scored 2.19 in the championship to date.
So that tells its own story. Pomeroy obviously had their homework done. He said, right, we keep these 2 men quiet. Moy is not going to get enough scores from everywhere else on the team in order to punish us here tonight.
When Moy look back at this game, they'll wonder about that first half, because the second half they threw everything at it. They had to throw everything at it, because it was a disappointing first half from them. But they will have regrets about that first half.
They will. There's no doubt about it. They'll have regrets. They were kicking long ball in that weren't working. I felt Sean or Colm Kavanagh played a little bit with the handbrake on, if you like, in the first half. When every time he made 2 or 3 runs in the first half up here, and he got something out of it. It was either a free or he created something. And in the second half, it's only in the dying moments here when Colm Kavanagh is starting to make these runs forward. If he was doing that more often in the game, when they were trying to punch holes in the Pomeroy defence, they might have got more out of it. But yeah, the first half is going to look. At the end of the game here, we're talking 3 points, but it was 6 points to 1 at half time, and they were very lucky, that it wasn't worse than that. So the first half cost them the game.
And look at Pomeroy, serious work going on. Any day you drive past Pomeroy, any day you visit Plunkett Park now, you see these massive developments off the field. It's going to be an absolutely terrific venue. It is a terrific venue, but it's going to be a sensational venue with the work that's going on and the finishing of the community centre and the new training, the new gym, the new dressing rooms, and so on and so forth. Off the field, super. On the field, loads and loads to be proud of as well.
And when you're doing something like that in a club, when you're developing, this is only going to impact on that, and positively impact on that. Who knows, they're going to have they'll have a run through also, albeit they have a very tough opponents, Cullyhanna, in a couple of weeks' time, I believe. But that'll bring massive energy to the club, considering what they're doing at the minute. But look, they're not important tonight. Looking at this game here tonight, they'll go back to Pomeroy and they'll be celebrating, but they played some really, really good football considering the conditions here tonight. Just a top-class performance from the County Stars, Kieran McGeary and Frank Burns. The response of Frank Burns from when Moy went to point up from that penalty was absolutely top drawer. He really stood up. Yeah,
when you look at it, 18 minutes into the second half, leading by 5 points, then they were blitzed by the Ryan Conroy goal and the German McKeown goal. They were a point down at that stage, but the finish, that was 23 minutes into the second half. They finished with the last 4 scores, and there were 4 real quality scores, 3 of them from that man Frank Burns.
Yeah, they were absolutely top drawer. I think he got 3 of them. I think maybe Drew Campbell got the other one.
Yeah.
If you look back through the championship there, I think Moy 3-13 in the first game, 3-15, 2-13, and tonight 2-4. That is it. So Pomeroy had their homework done. We need to cut out this scoring threat, because they will give us opportunities on the other side, and they did take the opportunities. Like the last day against Clonaux, Moy only conceded 13 points. They conceded 13 points tonight, but they lost the game by 3. And there's the difference. Yeah. The Pomeroy defence was top class.
And the save, of course, from McCourt as well.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. And Pomeroy probably could have had a goal up here.
Yeah.
Aidan Coyle, our American friend, he's come home all the way from America. There's a county championship medal going to an American, which is absolutely fantastic.
Some story, isn't it?
That's a wonderful story. But he's probably going to be annoyed that there wasn't the ball square to him by Ronan Duffin. And the same thing happened to him in the semi-final. I think Frank Burns didn't put it across. But every game that Coyle has come on, he's had an impact as well, and he's full of energy. But it is a wonderful story. And
that guarantees them Division 1 football next year. And I suppose every team in intermediate, when they set out at the start of the year, that's the aim, whether it be the league, and Clonaux achieved that, and whether it be the championship, and now Pomeroy have achieved that. How do you feel that them 2 promoted teams will cope in Division 1 next year?
They're both good solid teams. Look, Clonaux didn't show their true merit the last day in the semi-final. Clonaux's far better than that, and Clonaux will feel, look, this is our place. We belong up in Division 1. Pomeroy will feel the same as well. How they will be impacted by players being drawn to the county. I would say that Brian Dooher is rubbing his hands together tonight when he's seen the performance of Frank Burns and Kieran McGeary. He will be delighted, thinking these boys are come back to fantastic form. But yeah, they can hold their own up there. If they play like that and play with that energy, they can hold their own up there. Everyone wants to be in Division 1 in County Tyrone, which is absolutely terrific.
Yeah, and now what it means for Moy, they'll not be thinking about it tonight, but I would say next weekend they'll be playing Barra Red Knights in the away from home. So
yeah, and hard to pick yourself up. Often the losing championship finalists, when they're involved in that, they tend to go out the next week, and they're very, very deflated. So I'm sure they're going to have a bit of a blowout here tonight or whatever, because they're entitled to do so. But if they really want to go back up to Division 1, they're going to have to pull themselves together and go at Barra next week. And that's a very, very hard thing to do for a manager, to pull his team here together tonight and say, right lads, we got to go again. Yeah, that's going to be tough.
And you mentioned Pomeroy. They'll not be worrying about Cullyhanna tonight. I think you've seen Cullyhanna, have you, maybe? Or
I know people involved with it, and I have seen them, and they're a decent team, very decent team.
You look at Fintona today, and that's the junior championship, and they played the Armagh champions Ballyhagan. won very comfortably by 10 points, I think 116 to 1-6. Intermediate teams in Tyrone have a terrific record. You look at Galbally, you look at these two teams here, of course, and their track record. You would expect this Pomeroy team to get a good run if they get their focus right.
Cullyhanna have a very proud tradition. Cullyhanna would see themselves as a Division 1 team in Armagh. That was a blip in their record to go down, and they rectified it really, really quickly. They came up very, very quickly. They've some top class forwards, obviously Aidan Nugent and a couple of other boys that are involved with the county team. And they'll just not be as handy as maybe intermediate teams that have come out of Armagh in the last couple of years.
Well, I think we'll be able to hand over to the far side of the field where Paddy. Well, I think I see Frank Burns heading his way up there, the steps, to meet Martin Sludden. I think it will be up there, and of course the sponsor, Colonies of Moyer, will be represented up there as well. So we'll hand over to Martin Sludden, where he will make a speech and present the Paddy Cullen Cup to Frank Burns.
And I want to thank all our match officials who have contributed to our programs throughout the year. And also appeal to anyone who's interested in taking up refereeing to make their names forward, as there's courses going to happen now before the Christmas. Also want to thank Shane Doherty of the referees committee, who's worked tirelessly this year with the referees. To all our subcommittees who are all volunteers who contribute every year for our games programme, our language, our PIO, our finance committees. A big thank you to them. To Oma Sedantas there, Connor down here, for all the help throughout the year, and all our clubs who give us our pitches there throughout the year to run our youth competitions and all our championship games. Thank you. To my commiserations, a game that could have been won, and I just want to wish you all the best in the league playoff. I want to thank you for the players for their efforts throughout the year. And that performance is like, there's no reason why you can't come up through the playoffs and be back in Division 1 where you belong. To Pomeroy Plunkett, congratulations on a tremendous victory tonight. I want to thank all the players for their efforts as well throughout the year and the enjoyment that they've given us all in the championship. Vivian now is going to present the cup to the captain of the Pomeroy, Frank Burns.
It seems as Frank Burns raises the Paddy Cullen Cup up in front of gleeful supporters, and now he will say a few words.
Unbelievable. It's been 7 years too long for this club to get back here, and it's just unbelievable for this group of players in 2023 to join the teams that made history in Pomeroy of also winning the Paddy Cullen Cup. As speeches go, I'd like to say a few thank yous here. Firstly, I'd like to thank Oma for hosting the game. What an unbelievable venue. Pitches always in deadly condition, despite them treacherous conditions. So thanks to Oma and everyone involved in the pitches in the best of shape. To Mark and the rest of the officials, Mark, I thought you handled a really tough competitive game really well, and thank you to all this. To the Moy, what an unbelievable team, star-studded team, I know that is. We knew that it was going to be so tough to get over the line today, with such small margins, and look, we always have a tougher route now, but I'd say there's a very good chance we'll meet this again in Division 1 next year. Now on to our club, Pomeroy! I'd like to thank Eddie, our chairman, and the rest of the committee for really backing the team and working with us off the field. Look at what you're doing. Around Penryn, the facilities we'll soon have. They're up there with the best in the country. It's great that this team's now back in Division 1. I'd like to thank the people about the club who do so much work, keep the grounds in such good shape, the people that serve us tea and coffees, the likes of Kitty and Stephen there last week. We're forever indebted to you type of people. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Nugents, who took over from Quinn Contracts. They were there for many years. And thanks to Mickey and Co for investing in us, and he's definitely brought us good luck. I'd like to thank Bruna and Cafe Blas for supplying us with food, Brian Quinn and Rockwell for keeping us hydrated, our parents for raising us. We definitely wouldn't be here without this. And this one goes to probably girlfriends, wives, or parents. Whoever has the clothes ready for training every night is definitely not us. Our backroom team, Michaela, our physio, and our masseuse, who does so much work to keep us injury free. Aaron, our top S&C coach, who go far in this game. Big Alls for helping out with John McCourt with some goalkeeping training. And Wally's and Guy, who do so much thankless work behind the scenes, we're forever grateful to you. Our management team, Daggy and JJ, two massive club men. Man, there's not a thing you don't cover. Your attention to detail's top drawer. Thanks for getting the right men in place to help make today happen. And thanks for instilling the belief in us that this team will be champions this year, 2023. John McElhone, what can I say? Our coach, relentless John. John, your coaching is brilliant. It's up there, the best I've had. The standards you bring, the energy you drive, and the things you bring to training is such a high level. It's infectious, and it showed out there in all the players today. So lads, I'm so proud of all you men. There's a great crop of players. I'm just so happy we won today. I feel like this team deserves this and more. The work men put in here on and off the field is a really high level. We just need to keep pushing, keep sticking together for bigger and better things. I want to really genuinely thank the lads who haven't featured as much on the field. The lads who may feel hard done by yet show up to train every night with a smile on their faces and drive it on. I've so much admiration for you men, and I wouldn't be here without you. You're just as important as the men who took the field today. To all the lads who are lucky enough to play throughout the championship, you also have shown just how much this club means to you. We're getting there. To the youth, our Benjamin Supporters Club. There's so much work going on with the youth. Fair play to everybody involved, giving their time and service. Keep up the good work. All the younger generation, keep pushing, keep practicing, and I've no doubt you'll experience days like today. Lastly, our supporters. Honestly, the support we get is unbelievable. You follow us everywhere and really drive us on when we really need it. You are so loyal to this team, and we really appreciate it. On a personal note, there's one supporter I couldn't come up here and not give a special mention to today. Her name is Anne Donnelly. many of us about how good this team actually is. And, like many others in this club, have even bigger ambitions for this club. The only promise I can make to all of you is that we're back in Division 1 and we'll give it the best round that we possibly can. Any cow milkers, hit me up. There's a bit of work going local over the next few days. Lastly, we're going to enjoy the next few days and then it's on to Ulster. Thanks again. Not talking to you, boo!
Wonderful scenes in Healy Park this evening. The fireworks are going off behind the stand. The celebrations are happening in front of the stand and in the stand, and Frank Burns delivered as good a speech and as passionate a speech as you will want to hear from any team captain. He can nearly speak as well as he kicked points in that second half, John Moylan.
Yeah, it was a wonderful speech. I don't think he left out anyone in the community. He mentioned everyone who made them a cup of tea, to people who look after the field, to people who coached them throughout the years. He mentioned everyone. So it's a very emotional time for him as well. Obviously, himself and Brendan have lost their dad a number of years ago and stuff, and I'm sure they're missing him here today. But he was immense tonight. He was absolutely immense. So I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I believe that we're probably okay to transfer over now to Paddy Hunter pitchside. I think he has one of the Pomeroy management or players with him there. So with that, we'll hand over. Thanks, John, for your contribution, and we'll hand over to Paddy.
Our own player and Pomeroy captain. I'm joined now by Declan McCallan. I have JJ Kavanagh, I have John McElhone, and I have young Aaron Grugan here as well behind us. Declan, first of all, you had a game plan there. You set out your stall from the start. You just led from the start, but at times it's a wee bit hairy.
Absolutely, Paddy, but look, at the end of the day, this is really about the result, and it's about them boys up there. Look, we can manage all we want, but on that field of play, it's the players that win the match, and the players won the match today. Not only the players on the field, Paddy, but the players that weren't on the field. The standards of training that this man sets, our squad actually get cross with each other when they drop a ball. The standards they set is unbelievable, so everybody's involved in this, Paddy.
Is that something to do with the relentless John McElhone we was talking about there? John, you've worked great oracles over the past. What about this achievement?
Oh, it's brilliant, Paddy. Relentless. I don't know where that came from, but I've been called a whole lot worse, I suppose. No, just delighted. These boys have worked really, really hard. 9-10 months now. They've set really high standards, but there's some leaders in there, some leaders in that changing room, some leaders in that team, and they drive it on every night. And we get our county men back, and they took the thing by the scruff of the neck and really let it on. That's as good as anything now. It's a great feeling to be involved with a winning team along with these men and those fellas. But as Decky says, it's all down to the lads. So we're just delighted. We really are.
JJ, you come on board, of course. Your own career cut short with injury, but you certainly enjoyed this today, behind the scenes, working along with these men.
Oh, it did indeed, yeah. It's been a great year. We've tried really hard from the start of the year. We started our stall out at the beginning of the year, 27th of January we started this year, so we're hitting 9 months now of hard work, and with Relentless John here.
That's a new nickname, John, is it?
No, that's definitely not a new nickname.
We're only getting started. We now have an Ulster Club campaign to look at in a fortnight, so we'll have a few shandies tonight, and then we'll take it from there.
I don't need no introduction to this young man here. Tell me, Aaron, obviously you're travelling back forward from Kilcoo as well. Big commitment, but worth it when you get days like this?
Oh, worth every mile, and players like Hugh Pat McGeary, who's travelling from Rostrevor as well. Boys put in every single ounce of effort the whole way through the year. John talks about generational team of players, and this Pomeroy team certainly are that. Like, you can go through Hugh Pat and Frank Burns and Brandy Burns and Kieran McGeary, Ronan Duffin, Jude Campbell, Ryan Lahern. They're star-studded Division 1 senior players, so it's worth every mile when you're working with players like that.
Young supporters certainly low in behind us. John, we've lost Declan. He's vanished into the ether there. Sum that up for us there tonight, though. In terms of the game itself, they came back at you in that second half. Were you worried at any stage?
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever they got the penalty, it came. Well, the first goal was a bit fortuitous. Not much you can do with that. And we had prepared for high balls going in and all the rest. But a flick on and went to the corner of the net. And John McCourt made a great attempt to save it, but was just unlucky. the next goal then, the penalty. I mean, you can't really legislate for penalties either, and sort of game had sort of descended into a wee bit of chaos at that stage, but I think we were a point down. I think we hit the next 4 in a row, so we showed unbelievable resolve, and we showed brilliant composure, but we've worked on all those things, so it's not a surprise that we came back and we held the ball and we took the right decisions. But listen, I have to say, how much did Frank Burns want that win today? Stood up at the end and kicked 2 absolute amazing points, and you know, every one of them, as Aaron says, star-studded team, and every one of them were, I'm going to use the word again, were relentless in their work rate and in terms of what we did. And Peter Rafferty did a brilliant job, you know, on Colm Kavanagh, who's a fantastic footballer, we all know, and we've all watched him for years. Every man did their job. We had a game plan, we executed it fairly well. But to go back to your original question, was I worried when the penalty went? Absolutely.
Tell me, JJ, obviously the Ulster Club, the senior football again is a key thing, obviously, Pomeroy. Ulster Club now, though?
Yeah, it's there for us to have a look at now. I think that our Armagh team had a particularly impressive result last week, and I get it, that's who we're playing. So we'll regroup Thursday night and we'll take it from there. But you mentioned senior football. As far as we were concerned today, we only wanted one thing, and that was the Paddy Cullen Cup. And we achieved that today. Senior football will look after itself in time, and again, we'll prepare for that when the time comes.
Aaron, a bit of work still to be done. No, at this time in the year, it's the hard yards, isn't it, that we're done in January, February. Do we get you over the line in an Ulster Club?
Absolutely. I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. In my first senior season, John McElhone was my senior manager when I was 17, and we were tapered and ready to rock come the championship, and these boys were literally tapered and ready to rock. We'll go back to the drawing board now next week. We'll enjoy the night and go back to the drawing board, but we'll be ready for the first round of Ulster when we get there.
Absolutely. John, JJ, Aaron, thank you very much. I'll let you go and celebrate. I'm hoping we can get Frank Burns the captain. If somebody can find him for us, whatever, I see him over there currently in discussions. It's a really, really good performance here from Pomeroy this evening. No doubt about that. They worked tirelessly throughout. For long periods, they dominated this game and were certainly in control. But Moy has been Moy. We're never going to throw in the towel. The introduction of Sean Kavanagh proved a point. Frank Burns is with us. He's been shaking hands there with the one and only Liam Grugan, who joined us earlier on. But a good performance today from Frank Burns. Certainly very, very hungry going into this one. Frank, good man. As what do you call it? Davina used to say, please do not curse. You are live. What does it feel like to lift that Paddy Cullen Cup first of all?
Cheers to the heads up there, Paddy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Following the footsteps of some great clubmen there, and QPAT being one, 2016, Ciarán McKenna 2004, and the men before it. As cliche as it sounds, it really hasn't sunk in yet.
In terms of the game itself, obviously you started well, you had a good game plan, but they came out strong in the second half, as you would have expected them to.
Of course, we knew it was coming. We were 6-1 up, they missed an awful lot in the first half, so it could have easily been 6-6, or they could have been leading. We knew they were coming at us, we didn't really, obviously we didn't want them to get any goals. They're a goal-hungry team, and they got 2 and brought them right back into the game, but thankfully we just showed some resolve there at the end to push on.
And they got ahead of you, obviously. Were you worried at any stage there? Because I said to John about it when they got the penalty. I know he was worried. Were you worried?
I think it's actually easier playing than it is watching. I think you'd be more nervy when you're watching the game. But you know what? When it came down to them final 5-10 minutes, we sort of spoke about them different scenarios and what we'd do. So we had sort of visited that before, and that gave us a lot of confidence going down the stretch.
The experienced players that you talked about a few weeks ago, Frank, they certainly stepped up tonight.
Of course, there was leaders all over the field there. Jude Campbell, that first half, absolutely immense. Ciarán McGeary, what a leader of a man. Really stepped up. Brandy, brother of mine, stepped up. Look, men stepped up all over the field. I could name names all day here. Unbelievable.
You'll celebrate for a while, but now focus on Ulster right away.
Oh, look, we know we have Ulster coming up. We'll enjoy this first, but that's not too far away. But of course, we're going to enjoy a day or two here.
Is there work to be done? Is there a realistic aim in this group that can go further?
Of course, the sky's the limit. You're always aiming high. There's serious quality players out there, but we also know that there's serious quality clubs. There's no poor teams in an Ulster Club Championship or beyond. So we know any game from here in is going to go down to the wire, just like that one did. So.
Good performance from yourself personally, but it was more about the team. I'm sure you'll tell me that, but from you personally, excellent leadership.
Probably would have been disappointed with my contribution for a large part of the game, but I'm just glad close to the end there a few of them shots went over. You know what, it's rub of the green stuff.
And the nightly conditions are so bad as well.
Conditions, there's them few shots just tailed inside the post. There's other nights that just tail outside the post, and I'm just so glad they went over tonight.
Congratulations, Frank. Enjoy the celebrations. Thank you. Frank Burnside, the captain of Pomeroy Plunkets, who have claimed the title. The scoreline 3 points between them at the end. Entertaining stuff here from the Connolly's of Moy Tyrone Intermediate Football Championship final. I've the Willie hat on. We certainly needed it this evening. The lights have gone. That's it. We'll talk to you again tomorrow here at O'Neill Sealy Park with the Connolly's of Moy Tyrone Senior Football Championship final. Thanks to Chair and thanks to John as well.
Every rooftop talk, every stolen kiss, every late night walk, every secret wish.
Tyrone, a place of heritage. Historic places, historic moments. A place that has been the home of the Connolly's of Moy Tyrone GAA County Club Championship for almost 120 years. A competition where all of the teams in Tyrone battle it out to take home the honour of being the champions of this great county. And we at Connolly's of Moy have the privilege of bringing it to you for the next 3 years. Connolly's of Moy has been Ulster's leading furniture superstore for over 30 years, so it could be said that we know a thing or two when it comes to home furnishings. Whether it's sofas, dining tables, beds, our new state-of-the-art flooring centre, or even rugs, here at Connolly's we have everything you need to make your house feel like that beautiful, warm, elegant home you've always dreamed of. But don't just listen to me. Over the years, we've had the privilege of having over 20,000 of you wonderful people as customers, and your warm feedback has always been encouraging to us and pushes us to keep innovating and bringing the people of Tyrone an even better service where we can. We take the stress away from home interiors, reliable lead times, exceptional customer service, putting all of the industry's leading brands right in front of you in one place and providing our customers with personalised two-man delivery right to your door without you having to lift a finger. However, it's not just furniture we're planning on delivering this year. The honour of being able to be associated with this historic competition is a massive privilege for us as proud Tyrone people, and we want to continue its legacy by delivering a competition this year worth remembering. The people of Tyrone have done so much for us over the years, supported us in difficult times, and it's only fitting that we do the same. As a sign of our gratitude, not only are we happy to back the Tyrone GAA Club Championships for the next 3 years, we're also delighted to announce an opportunity for fans to win big with Connolly's of Moy. We're giving away a massive £2,000 voucher to spend exactly how you like in store. Want to get involved? Simply head to www.connolly'sofmoy.com/sport to submit your entry. The winner will be announced on the 27th of October. There's surely nowhere else you'd rather be when it comes to furniture. Find us on the Armagh Road in the town of Moy. You know the saying by now. Say it with me. Where do you want to be?